Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome my dear colleagues. This is ابراهيم, Procurement Department Manager from Hoshanko Shared Services. Today I would like to share with you my experience in negotiation skills with the most important 10 rules of negotiation, and won't take time, just a couple minutes on each, and I hope to be useful for salesmen and buyers both. As you know, in any commercial transaction or a trading business, there is always the classic gap between sellers' expectations of highest possible price and the buyers whom always looking for the lowest possible price, just like me. Negotiation skills are essential in closing this gap and creating win-to-win situation, which is mean evenness, but it's necessary to observing reasonable level of profits and cost, of course with the satisfaction for both parties. The following top 10 rules which we are going to talk about today, it will lead you to achieve the best result when they invite you to negotiation table.
Rule number 1. Don't negotiate. When you look at the 10 rules in negotiations, the first thing that you have to be aware of is everyone feels in negotiation. So don't negotiate unless you need to. I know it sounds to be weird when the first rule says no negotiation at all, which is mean no need for the other 9 rules. But the point is, if you want to sell it, get the value proposition identified and sell to the value. Sell to the customer problem. Solve the problem and then ask for the money. They can make their own decision based if they are willing to pay for the solution. No negotiation needed. Now, if you are buying it in the other side, just you have to be specified how much you want to spend, what the value to you is, and tell the supplier how much you're going to pay. That's it. Don't negotiate unless you need to. This is rule number 1. Rule number 2. Don't negotiate with yourself. Everyone has a tendency to lose a bit of confidence when they do invite them to negotiation. They are thinking, what is the other guy thinking? How much do I ask? Are they going to accept or reject the offer? And a lot of questions against themselves, which will cause confusion. Well, the first thing that you do is, if you selling, lead with your list price, but don't negotiate with yourself. If you're buying, again, don't negotiate with yourself. Set a figure that you want to spend. Maybe it's in your budget or unexpected price. Just never negotiate with yourself. And that's rule number 2. Rule number 3. Never, ever, ever, ever accept the first offer. 2 reasons. First reason, if you discuss it with a professional negotiator, he will keep something, hold it back. So the first offer will not be the best for you, and there is always something good in behind. Second reason, if he is not a professional, then he has break rule number 2 and negotiate with himself already, and has something better will be coming. So never accept the first offer. There is always a better will be behind. And this is rule number 3. Rule number 4. Never make the first offer if you can avoid it. Other person put their stake on the ground. It may be better than what you expected. You reveal too much about yourself, or may lose the idol after the all. Making the first offer, it leaks your bottom line straight away. It may be a good offer, but they will probably be taking rule number 3 into account. That's why never make the first offer, and this is rule number 4. Rule number 5. Listen more, talk less. We have 2 ears, 2 eyes, and 1 mouth, so we should use them in preparation. Sometimes they call this rule 80-20. Using ears and eyes 80% of the time and the mouth 20% of the time, because if you speak less it's harder to break the rules. Good negotiators lead by listening, not talking. So let them ramble, and will provide you with the opportunity to pick off the leaked message while you are listening. So will keep you in a strong position when you negotiate. And this is what we must to do when we interaction with negotiation, listening more and talk less. And this is rule number 5. Rule number 6. No free gifts. Make sure in negotiation, if they want something from you, get something in return. It may be also an information, cooperation, whatever. Make sure they work for it. Today's offer is starting point. Free gift 10% discount, but the next time they already start with 10% discount when they sit to the negotiation table. So next time they want discount as well, so they take additional discount 10%. No one values a free gift for long. A free gift today becomes a starting point tomorrow. Always ask for something in return. No free gift. And this is rule number 6. Rule 7. Watch out for the salami effect. Don't split the product into small parts, because they may start choosing what they want to buy only. Sell the total over. You give them the total price and tell them what is it. So itemizing every element of the deal with different price, it will affect the negotiation. So start with a complete value orientated price and watch the salami. This is rule number 7. Watch out for the salami effect. Rule number 8. Avoid the rookie's regret. Everyone walks away from a deal. He won't feel bitter. We don't care how professional you are, how good you are. The most people walks away thinking, should I have done better? Could I have done better? To avoid the rookie's regret, you have to be able to ask 3 trading questions before you close the deal. First question: if I'm about to give a concession to the other party, what does it actually cost me? Second, what is it worth to the other guy? The third question: what do I want in return? What I have to get in return? So if it's going to cost him $10 to give me $100 value, I should be able to give him something cost me $10 and give him $100 value. If you can avoid the bad question and getting the right answers every time, you can avoid the rookie's regret. And this is rule number 8. Rule number 9. Never make a quick deal. Every negotiation that you're gonna be involved with has a time scale. You will recognize that when you're being a part of it. The thing that you have to be aware, every time you see the other party changing the tempo of speed, take that to your advantage. And sometimes when they start speed up, don't look at it as a closing deal. They want your stakeout so that they get an advantage. If that happens, get back, find out the value for them, and offer equal cost for it. Never make a quick deal. A quick deal usually ends up in regret. So this is rule number 9. Rule number 10. Never tell anyone your bottom line. Never disclose your bottom line, no matter how friendly you are. Never tell them how far you could have been pushed. That is dangerous, because you change a win-to-win situation into lose-to-win situation. So never disclose your bottom line, not before you start, not during the discussion, and never after. This is will successful win-to-win conclusion. So this is rule number 10.